Alright, welcome in gamers to a new Let's Play series. Today we are starting one of my favorite games of all time, Valheim. And I accidentally pulled up the input window doing my hotkey to record, but that's okay. Valheim is one of my favorite games of all time. I absolutely love and adore this game. I've played it 5 or 6 times to completion with friends, and one run I did hardcore by myself. I got to, I think, the plains and died in the plains. It's rough to play this game in hardcore, I'll be honest, but we haven't played a survival game since Pal World, and we did that with hardcore rules with our pals. I think I'm just going to play a normal solo run in Valheim on this run. I want to do it solo. They've added a few things. I've played with them since. I think they're on the actual live servers now, but they rebalanced some of the Forsaken powers. They added like bears and some new armor. I played on the test realm when those were still being implemented, but I think they're on official servers now, so let's go ahead and jump in. I'll show you guys some of my characters. So I've got Bale. This is the character that I most recently played with. We got to the Ashlands, beat the final boss, basically got everything. I usually play the dagger build. You guys know me, I'm a rogue kind of guy, so this is my second character, Bale Umbra. This was who I originally started the game with. This was back during base game, and I played this character into Mistlands. We never defeated the Queen as a group, but I did go back and defeat the Queen myself with this character. I love the way this guy looks. I think his set, his daggers, he's just the coolest character that I have, in my opinion. I've got Baylor, so this is the character that I played when the bear update came out. Just wanted the bear set and to kind of role play as a Viking in bear attire. I thought it was cool. Bale Magus, this is my female caster. Messed with this during the Ashlands when it first came out, and the Mistlands when that was first dropping. I wanted to feel how magic felt in the game, so made this character after we'd already gotten through the content with Bale Umbra and just kind of wanted to feel what magic was like. So really like magic in this game. It's a lot of fun, but you are pretty squishy. Bale Lux, this was a just a random side character that I made. I think I did solo self-found. I think this might have been my hardcore character, but I just didn't delete her when I died in the plains / the mountains. Bilamenta, this was just another side character that I had. I like the way that this set looked, and I just think his transmog and attire is just cool. And then Balira, which is Ira means rage in Latin. Elementa means, or Amenta means elements, obviously. So this was kind of like my shaman character. This was kind of like my fury warrior character. Lux means light, so this was kind of like I was going for like this idea of like a holy paladin with like a mace and a shield with her. Magus is mage, so this was like my mage. Ursa means bear in Latin, so obviously, kind of bear. And then Umbra means shadow in Latin. So all my names are Bale plus whatever their identity is at the end of their name, right? So those are just some of my characters. We are going to start a new character, and we're going to name it Bale TV, I guess, because this is going on the YouTube, and a lot of my Bale names are already taken. So what kind of hair are we going to rock with? Let's see. We've got no hair, Castellian, the Champion, Chronicler, Dragon Slayer, Gathered Braids, High Ponytail, Long and Loose. I love Long and Loose. Long Braid, Low Ponytail, Matronly, The mullet, baby. Kind of goes hard. Neat braids. Old one eye. No way in hell we're doing that. The painter's curls. Parted. A little dorky for me. Pigtails. Pulled back curls. The royal braid. This actually might be the vibe here. Short. I think this is one of the newer hairstyles. Short curls. Side swept. Again, no way we're doing that. Single bun. Speed demon. No way we're doing that. Sunbringer. I kind of like that. I think this is a newer one as well. Tidy curls. Twin braids. Twin bun. Vinland shave. Kind of got some aura to it, maybe. Windswept. And that's it. I'm actually thinking we might rock the Sunbringer. And then do a beard, like we could do a stash, the crumb catcher, the face warmer. I'm thinking face warmer. It's kind of got some Roman vibes to it, even though we're a Viking. The handlebar, the loose braid, majestic. Now that's just a hell of a beard right there. We might rock that. The mini braid, the mustache, royal, short. Actually, we'd probably go with that. Single braid, split shave, stone dweller. Now we're rocking stone dweller. Straight, thick, tidy, top braid, trimmed, triplets, troubadour, twin braids, waxed, and that's it. I think we got to go with stone dweller. That's just so sick, man. Hair tone. I'm thinking like a dark brown will be nice. Close to black, but yeah, I like that. I think that looks pretty good. Nice. Now here on the side are some of my worlds. I've had a lot of the worlds that I've played on have been multiplayer worlds, so these are just for me. Valheim is my original server. Permaheim is what I played hardcore on, even though you guys can't really see the names because my camera's covering it. And then I had Buildheim, and the seeds are all just kind of like named after it, like Valhalla, Hardcore, and then Builder. Buildheim is where I, cut the cheats on infinite materials, flying. If I want to just build things, or practice building things, I'll go on Buildheim. Permaheim, Hardcore, obviously it's Hardcore. And then Valheim is just where I play, it's kind of just like an open server, but, you know what, I might as well just jump back in on Valheim. If I find some of my old structures and old items and stuff like that, I won't use them, but it would be cool to see things on that world. I'm not exactly sure what's on there. Like I said, a lot of the playing that I've done has either been on a hardcore world, the builder world when I'm playing solo, or online servers with friends of mine. So I think we're going to jump into Valhalla. Got the old protein shake here, the mud itself. We get a little lore here, let's read it. Long ago, the All-Father Odin united the worlds. He threw down his foes and cast them into the 10th world, then split the boughs which held their prison to the world tree, and left it to drift unanchored, a place of exile. For centuries, this world slumbered uneasily, but it did not die. As glacial ages passed, kingdoms rose and fell out of sight of the gods. When Odin heard his enemies were growing once again in strength, he looked to Midgard and sent his Valkyries to scour the battlefields for the greatest of their warriors. Dead to the world, they would be born again in Valheim. So we are one of Odin's greatest warriors. He has brought us back from Valhalla and took us down to Valheim. That's us, baby. Being flown in. Man, do I love this game. Probably the best survival game I've ever played, in my opinion. There's a lot of good survival games out there, but dude, Valheim just has this charm. It just has this addictiveness to it. It proves that you don't need the best graphics, you don't need, insanely complex systems. It's just fun. And now that I'm thinking about it, all the heads have already been collected, so we should probably go to a different world. Let's go ahead and log out. I forgot that on this server. All the heads are already turned in. That's going to be a no-go. So let's start a new server, shall we? We'll call it Valheim. How about that? We'll do, oops, YOUTUB3, YouTube. Welcome to Valheim. Now, hopefully we don't have to watch that cinematic again. I think we are going to have to, since it's a new world. But not a big deal. It gives me some time to yap about why I love this game so much. And it's more of what I was just saying, right? It's like, it's just got this charm to it, man. I remember the very first time playing this game, I had a group of like 8 or 10 of us that were just like incredibly addicted to this game. The first time setting sail was some of the most magical moments I've had in a game with some friends. It was like 8 of us on a boat, and we finally get off our starting island. We have no idea what's out there. We just pick a direction and go, and it's like, dude, that feeling was so magical. It's like anything you could find anything, you know? You have no idea what's out there. And it just built such a powerful experience for me and a lot of my friends that this easily became like one of my top 10 favorite games of all time, my favorite survival game of all time, and one that I have come back to revisit multiple times. Usually, it's always with friends to try and re-experience that magic and that journey, but this time we're going in alone. Caw! I bring tidings. Let's talk to these birds here. We have Hugin. I am Hugin, sent here to guide you in your travels. Welcome to the 10th world, warrior. The megaliths around you are the sacrificial stones, They represent the Forsaken, which you must slay in order to ascend to Valhalla. That would be these stones right here, right? So we have a stone of a deer, some kind of slender being, some kind of shape. I know what all these are, but I'm trying to pretend like I don't. This is clearly a dragon of sorts. A skeletal head. Some kind of bug. And fire. His antlers are branches of iron. They crack the rocks and bring down mountains. His hooves are the sound of thunder. His voice, a howling gale. Very cool. Hugin? This stone is a Vegvisir. These magical stones were scattered throughout the lands by Odin as signposts pointing towards the ritual grounds of the Forsaken. If inspected close, this one will reveal the summoning place of the Eikthyr, your first prey. He's a mighty beast, so you need to properly arm yourself before even attempting to defeat him. Okay, we have Eikthyr to the south of us, so towards our ping. Got it. We're only going to read these stones one by one. We'll read the next stone after we get Eikthyr's head and place it on the hook. So let's go ahead and pick up some wood and some stone, get some new recipes going here. Now, it has been a while since I played some Valheim, so if I forget some of the systems and need to kind of remember through trial and error, give me some grace. But ahoy! It seems you have ventured to the boiling waters of the south. As you surely noted, this can be a deadly pursuit. To traverse these waters, you will need to build something sturdier if you don't want to sleep with the fishes. I don't think I'm actually at water here, Hugin, but I think you're just kind of a little bugged at the moment. We have Moonin here. Let's talk to Moonin. Well met, wanderer. I am Moonin, brother to Hugin. I bring greetings from the Allfather. His eyes see through mine. I carry his words beneath my tongue. Keep his way, and I will come to you again. Take stock of your inventory. Most items must be crafted. However, due to your recent departure from Midgard, you will have to recall the true shape of objects. Just pick things up and it will all come back to you, I'm sure. My lesser brother, Moonin, tells me one can fashion a stone axe out of wood and stone. Moonin. Well thought, warrior. My brother and I feast well on this offering. Yet still there is work for your arm. In the ashlands, dark clouds blister in the sky, and the king stirs on his bed of embers. Till today you have only quarreled. Now you must prepare yourself for war. Well, first things first, let's make a hammer. A hammer will allow us to build a base, which we're going to need. Hail, warrior. You've crafted a hammer. With this tool, you'll raise mighty halls and towering fortifications. Start by building a workbench. This, in turn, will enable you to construct other things. What are we going to need for a workbench? 10 pieces of wood, right. Mushrooms right away. Let's go ahead and collect these. Food is very, very important in Valheim. It's what gives you extra health, stamina, and healing per tick. You have a tick rate in this game. I think it's like once every 5 seconds, 10 seconds, I'm not sure, but it's how you organically heal, right? So you can have 3 types of food on at once. Some food is, weighted towards stamina. Some food is weighted towards health. Some food is weighted towards ether or mana. That's what they call mana in this game, right? So how we stack our food up is going to determine if we have a lot of health, if we have a lot of stamina, if we have a lot of ether, right? A tasty morsel. You have found a snack. Consume it to improve your health and stamina. Be aware that before long you will grow hungry again. So try to always have at least a couple of different meals ready. More mushrooms, yummy. Ah, we've got deer. Now usually deer are very elusive, and we're not going to be able to take them down until we get like a bow and arrow or some kind of weapon that I can sneak up behind him and hit him with a critical strike. I'm just going to spook him off if I run up to him now and try and hit him with my hands, so I can collect these dandelions, but I'm not going to for now. Inventory space is a very big thing in Valheim that you're going to have to be mindful of and conscious of. So I'm trying to pick up things that I know I need right now and are going to be valuable right now. Food, stone, wood, mushrooms, right? Like, gained a level in our farming skill. Another deer, he's gonna run away. Pretty much there's a skill for everything in this game. And we can check our skills here, right? So I don't have all of them unlocked. You sort of unlock them as you do them. But so far we've got axes, blocking, clubs, swords, farming, jump, sneak, and run. Alright, I think we got a decent bit of wood, 12 pieces, four stone pieces. I think I'm going to make a stone axe. It's going to be nice to both cut down trees and fight creatures with. And I'll also make a club. Why not? I think the club deals 12 blunt damage, the axe deals 15 slashing damage. But now that we have the axe, I can now actually cut down trees, and I'll start with some of these already felled trees. You get a lot more wood than just picking it up off the ground when you actually cut down trees. I think first things first, we need to determine where we can set up a temporary base. It doesn't have to be anything big. But I think for the first episode, we kind of want to get some kind of like safe haven set up. Somewhere that we can call home. When night falls, we can, you know, rest there, because things get very dangerous at night in Valheim. Oh, a grayling. These are kind of our first enemy type. Graylings are drawn to noise that you make, so as you cut down trees, you mine rocks, the graylings come out of the woodwork, I guess, so to speak, to protect the lands. That's one thing that I've come to realize is you think they're actually evil, but I'm pretty sure they're guardians of the land. Like, they really only come out when you try and fell trees, you know, break up the earth. So they're protectors. They're peacekeepers of the land. So really, once again, humans are kind of like the piece of shit. Now I might be able to sneak up behind that deer and one-shot it with a club. I don't think I would. But once I cut this tree down, we're going to try. Let me get some of my stamina back. I see a great grayling now. Bring this thing over here so I don't scare the deer. I think we already did scare the deer. Oh no, it's there. Okay. Shh. Let some of our stamina come back. Yes! Our first deer kill. We got some deer meat, some deer hide. That's huge. The meat, we can't eat it raw. We need to cook this over a fire, but the hide is huge. We can build, you know, weapons, clothes with that. Let's gather a few more stones, since I have no other way than picking them up off the ground right now. Very valuable to grab them when we see them. I think we're gonna build a temporary base closer to where Eikthyre's his platform is. Let me get some raspberries here. These are really nice. Another food source that we can consume. Giving us 7 health, 20 more stamina. The mushrooms give us what, 15? Yeah, 15 health, 15 stamina. The raspberries give us 7 health, 20 stamina. And the color of the fork here kind of indicates what food it is, right? So white means it's like it's a hybrid. It's pretty much in the middle. This yellow means it's more of a stamina food. The red would mean it's more of a health food, and then blue would mean it's more of a ether food. We have another deal. Let's see if we can get this one. Easy now. Need to get up behind it, and we have a boar. Ooh. Now, boars aren't as easily spooked as deers. Nice, yes. Bro, we're actually doing really well sneaking around and getting these deer. Big, baby, big. We'll get some boar meat, some leather scraps. Another thing that we can use to create some clothing, some weapons. The boar meat, obviously, once again, we can cook that and eat that. That's really nice. Take as many mushrooms as we can find. A third deer, man. Sneak up on this bad boy. Shh, 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 shh. Oh, no. I didn't crit him. I think he actually picked up on me before I got the swing off. And that one's going to be gone, I think. There's no way I catch up to it now, but we do find some raspberries. Yeah, that one's gone, but that's fine. Continue making our way towards the summoning stone for Eikthyr. Check our weight, 139 out of 300. We've still got a lot of space. Put our weapon away so we run a little faster. Hey, we found our first stone. I hear a deer. But I don't see it. So this is a rune stone, just kind of carries random messages with it. Sisters and brothers of the Shield Wall, lift up your hearts. You are the greatest warriors chosen by the All-Father himself for your courage and valor. Now, death has brought you to a land where you can remake yourselves in battle and toil, winning favor and honor from the gods. Leave your memories to rot in Midgard along with your sins. The finest part of you is here. So one thing that I do love is building bases near these runestones. I actually really liked that runestone, so I might just go ahead and set up our temporary base here. We're very close to Eikthyr's summoning platform. It's probably only like less than a minute run from here, so I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and start building something here. We'll put our workbench on the back of this. Now workbenches, you place them down and you see that circle around us. That's the range of which we can build in. Oh, Hugin's here. What do you have to say? You've built a workbench. A workbench allows you to craft complex items as well as giving you access to lots of more building pieces to construct with the hammer. Right. Tons of stuff popping up on the screen, as we can see. Yeah, we can now build like floors, walls, you know, some furniture, a bed, storage, rugs, stake walls, a raft, right? So, I think for now, what kind of structure do I want? This isn't like a very even surface, but that's fine. At least for now. I think I kind of want to just make like a some kind of like hut. Doesn't need to be pretty. It just needs to be something that can protect us. The sun will be going down pretty soon, so let's try and get this set up before nightfall. We'll get this out of the way so we can use this space, and the tree itself will be a nice source of wood for the house. Pop a fresh mushroom and raspberry. We'll go ahead and get the stump out of here. These early tools just deal no damage to the environment. So it's going to take us a while to cut this stuff down, but we don't have very long. There's the deer, and it hurt us, so now it's gone. Alright, let's try and get something set up here. We'll do... That's just such an uneven surface, huh? How would I even build on this? Maybe like up here? We'll just go... Maybe 3 across, 4 across. And maybe like some support systems to hold it up. Maybe we'll go 3 deep for now. 4 across, 3 deep. Again, doesn't need to be anything crazy. We'll build a little more support underneath it. I was hoping it would snap to that, but okay. It's getting dark, we need to hurry. Feeling cold. Come on, you can snap into that, right? No, okay, that's fine. Let's remove these 2 for a front door, if you will. How much wood do we have left? 21, not a ton. Let's just get something up that'll protect us for now. Ah, shit. That might be enough. One big thing with the workshops is you can repair your tools with a workshop, but you need them to be enclosed. So just like that. Not now. Hugin. We're trying to get this structure set up. It's nighttime now. Be wary of the weather. When the temperature drops at night or if you're wet, you will suffer from being cold. This reduces your stamina regeneration. Seeking shelter by an open flame is the best option when this happens. Let's try and get this one down as well, and that'll give us a little more protection. Beech seeds, we can use those to replant some of these trees. Oh, and there we go. We get the cascade effect. Oh no, it fell on our house. Sometimes if you're lucky, you can have a tree fall a specific direction, like hit other trees and then knock down those trees with the damage they do. It's really nice. Also, you want to kind of usually angle yourself to hit as many things at once. And we're starting to get attention from the Greylings here. I can hear them. Oh. Didn't even see you. Alright, that might be enough to get something built for now. We'll take care of the stumps in a little bit. Again, just kind of needs to be something for the night. And more so something that's temporary. What if we do... What if we bring it down a little bit? It should still meet, right? Yeah, it does. Cool. And we are now sheltered. Oh, we ran out of wood. Come on. I'll tell you what. We have one floor pattern there. Let's rip that up and start a fire. Invalid placement. There we go. Let's cut that piece out. And one thing we'll do is we'll actually reverse it. Kind of make like a makeshift chimney. Alright, if we get these stumps up, that might be enough. Probably not, I might need a couple more of these smaller trees. Seven pieces. Wood cutting already at 13, that's kind of nice. Okay, 15 pieces, that might be enough. We don't need much more here. Just need enough to make like a bed, which is 8 pieces. It needs to be close enough to the fire. So that should be good for now. A headrest for the weary. Sleep the night away in the bed and awaken feeling refreshed and full of energy. Another improvement to your home would be some chests where you can store items. It's good practice to always have some spare equipment if something unfortunate should happen to you while you're exploring. So we want to claim our bed. Put a little fuel on the fire. And then, what do we have left? 3 pieces of wood. I'll tell you what. Repair our gear. We need 10 pieces for a storage chest, so for now, whoops. I think this will be enough for us to sleep. Let's go ahead and rest, call it a night. You dream you are hunting with your companions, running high over green hills and down through mist-haunted valleys. Ahead of you, your prey stumbles and you leap forward. Didn't get to read the rest. Cool. Alright, it's morning time, day 2. I'll tell you what. Probably going to call this one here for now. I think we've got a decent bit of progress under our belt so far for the first episode. One last thing that I want to do is put this there, and I don't have it anymore, so alright. Alright guys, we're going to call this one here for now. I will see you in the next one, where we're going to try and get a little more of this base built. Looks like something broke there. Get this fleshed out a little bit, get a couple more resources, maybe try and make a bow and arrow, try and get some pants, because we only have our tunic right now. Cook some of this meat, and just continue gathering supplies and preparing for Eikthyr. So I'll see you guys in the next one. I want to thank you for hanging out. Peace and love, and God bless gamers.